This is it, getting into draft. Arguably the two best teams in Europe facing off against each other in what feels like a long time.
Alright guys, we're in draft for G2 and Rogue. Senna Trash Rice. Interesting, Rice ban is really interesting. Caps obviously blinded it yesterday. Kaisa Uder TF. First pick, are we going to see an Olaf? Are we going to see maybe a Talia? Are we going to see something else? Lilia first pick. Super excited to see what Inspired can do in it. Yeah, everyone should take a note on Inspired, 100% in this series. I think he's like the shining star right now of Rogue. Does not get the credit I think he deserves to be getting. Let me see a Rel Gene response. That's super weird. Rekka is back onto the Gene. Now, I do know that Senna is banned in this game. Mikix, maybe first time with the Rel. I'm not sure if I've ever seen his Rel before. Super interesting to see his Gene being picked so early. I wonder what Rogue is going to respond to that now. Gragas gets picked really early on. So maybe Gragas can actually cancel the Res W. I'm not sure how the interaction works, but maybe that's like a vacuum support answer to her. It kind of does feel like it because Renekton just got locked in and Gragas obviously not going AD carry mid lane, which just means it's a Gragas support. Now they're going to go second rotation with the Renekton pick. Renekton also probably denies Camille from G2. Makes me wonder, what is G2 actually going to pick? Maybe Volibear is on the horizon here? Oh, there's okay, the pick is Nidalee. Okay, G2's team comp is looking really fucking awful right now. I don't know why they picked Nidalee. I think Nidalee Gene is really bad. I think Nidalee's Rel is really bad. I do not understand why. I don't think Nidalee is anything good in this meta. I don't think she's good into Lilia. I much prefer Rogue's draft so far. We'll see how it evolves into the other two picks though. Second ban rotations coming in. Kalista being banned. Gnar is being banned. Okay, so Gnar is being banned because of like the answer into Renekton, like a vacuum answer, blah blah blah. I don't think they need to ban Gnar. Gnar is like with the Cayman duo here. They would get the Cayman duo, and I think G2's comp would look really terrible with Gnar. So now they ban Lucian. Lucian is also a mid lane ban here. Probably more of a mid lane ban than the carry ban. They obviously would like to pair Lucian with Lilia because it's like AD, it's a good mix damage, right? Lucian ban's okay. Now we're gonna see second rotation Volibear. As I said, that was one of the things that I think one of the things that they could answer the Renekton with. Now I think GP is the pick they have to go for, but GP really stinks here because he's playing with Nidalee. So what other things could they do is like what I'm actually wondering about. And this is gonna be the Queen. Oh, this is one of the things that G2 does play. So it's just gonna go with the Queen. Now, the worst part about the Queen here is that, like, I think Queen is okay. You have to pick a champion here that, like, kind of synergizes with Nidalee and everything. And makes your comp. But G2's comp looks like a fucking mess, you know? It looks like a Rel and a free range squishy champions. Now, they're gonna give the last pick to Caps, which obviously is the correct decision. But G2's comp is gonna be so hard to execute, I think, compared to a Rogue's comp. And Rogue's comp is looking way more polished right now. Let's see how they answer the remaining of the picks. So it's gonna be a blind Azir. And now, as an AD carry pick, what could they do here? They could do like Yasuo ADC would be good here, but I'm not sure if Hansama probably can't play it. So instead of that, we're probably gonna see like a what? Vayne. Okay, Vayne is terrible. Vayne's terrible here. What? You don't wanna play Vayne with the champs, they're not tanks. I definitely don't like the Vayne pick. I'm not like, it's not the worst, but like, why not just do Tristana at that point? You know what I mean? We see an last pick Echo response. Echo I think makes no sense whatsoever here as well. So I think Rogue hard won this draft so far. So the reason why Echo I think makes no sense is he's being paired with range champs, which is something Echo doesn't want, and then he's also not the sole AP, which is something Echo wants. So any sort of MR comes in, it hurts the champion too much. And also, like, how does Echo realistically teamfight with his champions? Who is frontlining? Who is like going up against Azir, Vayne? Who's doing anything this game? Also, Echo historically, in my opinion, is a really bad champ against Lilia because the sleep messes with his ult, where he gets slapped and then he either has to pre-ult or gets bursted way too fast before the ult comes in. So I don't like the Echo. I don't like many things happening here. Inspired is getting a leash. Also, Wunder starting cool. That's very normal to see. Also, it's very easy for him to play early game with the champ, and the cool is just basically it's a free stack and then it's a free 450 gold for free, pretty much. Middle matchup, I think in general, Echo is completely fine into Azir. It can be a vacuum answer, but I think with this comp, Echo just doesn't synergize well. While Azir synergizes way better against enemy champions. Lilia doing into Nidalis Raptors. This is very weird. Jankos just gonna get it stolen. That's actually like something I don't necessarily understand how that happens so easily. Very good patting by his part, punishing Jankos. This actually will set Jankos behind in the long term, unless he gets like some sort of a gank or something off. Lanes are being played pretty standardly. Reckless does not miss a single minion. Queen obviously creating a huge slow push onto the top lane. That's very normal to see too. She's not gonna take the base. She also missed 0 minions. Nice to see that. So Jankos continuing the full clear, but he did not get the Raptors. He's gonna try to get the bot cap now. Inspired, on the other hand, does realize this is Nidalee's patting where she's gonna end up. So now we're gonna see a contest into the bot cap. Azir does her prio. G2's bot lane is kind of even. I think Inspired just straight up wins this because he's 1 level up, but we'll see. He's gonna take an all-in into Nidalee. Procs Dark Harvest into her. He's not really committing with the flash or anything. Jankos gets chunked a lot. And just like that, Inspired is gonna try to now do the crap again. Azir obviously doesn't want to move too much, but now Echo is coming. Inspired missing a W too much. This is gonna be a slow dance. Now Inspired has to be really careful with the Echo W, but he has a ward there to see it coming. Now Inspired is just stacking the passive stacks. He's really just dancing. I don't know what's happening in the bot wave as well. So Inspired just decided now it's time to leave the crap. Adaptation from Inspired, rushing Verdian's barrier. That's something that probably most players wouldn't do. I think the item is super efficient and it's like basically a better version of Seeker's Armguard from Mages. So obviously stuns really hard the Nidalee and the Echo. I do think this is a really good decision because as an Echo player myself, I do have to say that what the champion hates is MR.
Trade there. That's Rogue trying to freeze this wave. Mickey's going in. Back up.
Bottom all in. Gragas has to flash away. Hansama trading 1 for 1. This is Giga ward for G2. Look at the wave that Rogue is going to miss now. This is big win for G2. Big win. G2's bot lane coming out ahead. Now Reckless is going to be able to get the rest of the wave and the tower probably. Tower plate, I mean. Gragas now freezing the wave for Azir. Azir really happy. Azir's also going Verdant's barrier. So this is really good adaptation we see from Rogue. I do think this is the new meta of mid lane, where mid laners should just keep building this item, and then you can also just sit on it, just because Riot overbuffed it. It's just broken. This might be a fight into the blue buff. Now remember, Jankos trying to get for the steal here, but he has no backup from his teammates really. So let's see, it's gonna come down to a 50-50 smite. Jankos does grab it, that's nice to see. This is a small victory for Jankos coming back into the game now. Lilia going maybe for Cloud. No, she's actually checking for blue buff. Now they both realize that Caps is getting the blue buff. Jankos smites it away. Ooh, Jankos smites it away. This is a really good threat by Inspired. Basically what Inspired did is he made Jankos smite it away, so now Echo gets no blue buff. Now Echo did burn a lot of mana trying to get the blue buff. Rogue with the Jake start. I think G2 is way too late to get it. Renekton might get dope, but he already took the wave, so he doesn't mind this as much. He's trying to sidestep G-Nults, but he can't really. Now obviously he knows he's dead, but he's just gonna try to suicide for the wave. That's what's happening here. And now he dies. I think he should have just damaged the wave instead of what he tried to do there. But it is what it is. 45 till Ocean. Both teams can fight it. Vayne gets caught. Vayne peek. Oh, Vayne gets caught. Has to burn flash and loses all her HP. This might mean G2 just gets the Drake. Although Amne, maybe overextending way too fast, does not expect the Queen's Moon Speed to be so fast out of base, and now he's just gonna get chased down. He should accept the death here. I hope he doesn't flash because he's obviously just dead. Caps going in. Burst Hansama. Oh, okay, Hansama is definitely a very weak point of this game. So yeah, Rogue gets another Ocean. They're doing pretty well on the Jakes. Now the scary part here is that the next one is Mountain, right? And let's say G2 gets the next Jake. Now then they can start stacking up Jakes really well. As I was saying, most teams would already lose the game automatically by drafting champs that G2 drafts just because they're hard to execute. Now G2 is one of the teams that probably executes it a bit better than most teams. So let's see if they can actually manage to win a game like this with the draft that they managed to opt into. G2 is gonna secure another Mountain Jake. Azir is on a speed push duty. This is what I was talking about, guys. G2 is now in a scenario where if they keep stacking mountains become super oppressive because they're gonna stack 4 of them in a row on top of each other. This is why it's a bit scary to be Rogue and keep giving Jakes. The first one's okay, but the second one can be very hurtful, and the third one's even stronger, and the fourth one's even stronger. so they have to be really careful. It's actually not designed to take down Renekton. Hans Sama condemned, but he gets one shot by Caps, right? Almost. Ooh, Caps gets her. Now he gets slapped by Lilia. Or does he? Oh, he's really making sick plays, but he's going to die. Azir Shuffle completely misses, it doesn't matter. Okay, I think Caps greeted at the end. The initial sequence was good, but he greeted at the end. Jita's looking in a really comfortable position this game. 4k gold lead right now. If they can keep stacking Mountain Jakes, they're gonna get stronger and stronger, and then because like they can still execute this 1-1 this game, and the champions are retaining value, and Rogue can't force these brute force 5v5 fights where they should be favored. 30 seconds, and this is really important now. What is Rogue's decision? Are they going to contest? Azir does have 3 items. Vayne is also fine into the game. Lilia is also on 2 items completion. Renekton's a bit weak, obviously. He's being a bit of a corpse for his team, but they also have a Nashor threat. Inspired getting caught, he does have Zonia to stall. He has to Zonia, but he's going to die right after when Reckless times the Jhin shot. Mickey is trying to trade his life. Yes, sir. Now, what happens with Caps? He does have ult. He cannot trade kills. This is looking really bad for G2. Now, Reckless does survive with 1 HP, luckily. But, still a win for Rogue. I think Rogue can actually just go now and brute force the dragon. They can't, actually. Queen with the reset and HP regen so fast, and then moving around the map, she's almost there. And Reckless also healed off the mid wave. So, actually, this is G2's dragon now. And now it becomes just scarier because they're stacking Mountain Jakes on top of each other, which are synergistic with also some of their items that they're having, such as Smirk Chats, getting way more MR. Larsen TP, they're trying to catch Mickey X, who is obviously behind the enemy lines. Now, the Blast Cone is nicely picked up, and the Banshee is very saving the Larsen from Echo W explosion. And now Mickey X is just gonna get run down. Remember, his champion is really slow when he's not in the horse form. And that's a easy pickup by Rogue.
Renekton, so Hans.
Larsen getting caught by Queen. This might be a one-shot by Queen because of Gale Force. He does get one-shot. This is huge pickup by Wunder. Now Caps can just slowly play these fights in. I think G2 is just victorious, Giga Heart, and it seems like this game is probably over. G2 just seems to be playing way better individually and as a team as well on a lot of these lanes, and now G2 is just extending their gold lead. They're being super ahead right now. The problem with G2's comp is that their comp is super gold and experience reliant, and because they're managed to be like ahead and farm sidelines really well the entire game, I mean, they're all in super good positions, and this is where their comp no longer is, you know, a burden, I suppose. I don't know. So now, G2 offer for reset, 1 minute 20 till Jake. I think they should just probably wait for it at this point. Mid lane. Ooh, nice W by Reckless. Pops his Banshee so Caps could get on top of it, but the ult gets burnt. Now remember, Echo ult is like 20 seconds, 30 seconds cooldown. So this is not a huge ult burn, actually. Caps are already level 3 on ultimate. They're just going to brute force this inhibitor. Nothing Rogue can realistically do. Reckless ult coming in, they have to block the shots. There it is. Horizon 05, thank you for the sub. This is an inhib to G2. Now they should just probably run to Jake and get the Jake. And then just play it slow, wait for Baron, and pretty much force the fight. And if Rogue doesn't fight, then the gold lead, they're gonna be able to just siege down a Rogue. This Jake should really be picked up by G2. I think they're just trying to see if Rogue makes a mistake, which they don't necessarily have to do. They could just do this Jake a bit faster than they're actually doing.
30 seconds, his ult's up again, so doesn't really have to worry about it.
Surprised to see Wunder not going top lane, but the Gale Force makes him be able to dodge the cask. Now he has no flash, so he gets completely doomed. Is this the throw of G2? They're going way too deep. Mickey X also falls. Caps has to burn the ult. Reckless? Hello, Reckless?
They want to push for more. Rogues carries are alive, but Wembley is alive as well. They have the flashes, but I think G2.
If you look at items, Nidalee and Echo are trying to build Rabadon, but Azir already completed it. Also, Vayne has just completed her GA. So maybe the next fight that we're going to see is probably Rogue's best chance to actually win the game. I think after the next fight, Echo and Nidalee are gonna get so much scarier with the completion of Rabadon, and I think their chances are going to deplete really fast. Wunder catching Renekton. Remember, last Whisper is complete. This is where Queen damage is really going to hurt. The fucking Crocodile gets deleted from the game. Now Wunder again going into the ultimate form. Cap's trying to do a lot to trade kills. He didn't get the shield pickup from his W, which means he's just going to die now. Wunder manages to just escape by his fast movement speed. G2's gonna take the Baron in return. Now G2 gets Baron on 4 members, but Rogue is getting a lot of gold funneled with these inhibitors into them.
Inkos hovering around. Trimby has the flash engage.
Azir trying to make a play into Wunder. Wunder flashes, but Azir with the prediction. That was sick. That was really good. Now, because Rogue is getting all these random pickups, because G2 is not playing cleanly, they're actually managing to stall a lot of the Baron. And now maybe they'll be able to also fight the 4th Drake and the Knight from G2. And in case they do, this game just gets way more interesting actually. Renekton is trying to defend the base. Based on the reckless positioning, they're gonna try to actually threaten backdoor because of the Drake. Nidalee and Red are gonna work as Baron recall stoppers. I mean recall stoppers now. So let's see what's going to happen. Rogue's trying to run back into the base. G2 is going for these inhibitors. They get only the tower on mid lane, right? So it's really huge win for Rogue. Rogue's trying to really hold on to this wave. Now we're reaching the point in the game where gold lead actually does not matter that much, because all the champions are going to soon reach all items.
Doesn't have TP either, so this is essentially a 2v3. Jankos isn't even there, so they're trading Mountain Soul for Baron here. I think Rogue are just favored.
Wait, what's happening? Dude, I fell asleep, dude. Okay, Rogue gets the Baron. G2 Reckless tries to steal it, but couldn't get it with the 4th shot. Now, Wunder coming from the flank. It's gonna be a bit hard to actually get the initial engage. Condemn from Vayne. Anyway, this could be a fight. Mickey is going in with the engage, but realistically, where's the follow-up? Gragas does int. I don't know why he ints. So it's gonna be a support for support shade. Now, Larson, on the other hand, losing a lot of his HP, but I can't see what's happening. Hansama fighting. Hansama tries to popping out here as GA for the return. Now Azir is coming from the side lane. Echo is going to try to go in and finish her, but can he is the question. 1-for-1 trade again, 3-for-2 right now. Reckless is the final raid boss of G2, as we all know it. And nothing's going to happen. Now Azir is going to base and defend the base. Oh, so Rogue traded Baron for Mountain, right? That's what happened? Okay. This is obviously super ward for G2 then. Super ward for G2. Always sold before Baron, guys, always. 500 CS on Reckless completed. He's one-shotting everything right now. Absolutely one-shotting everything, guys. Ryder completed on Lilia. She's going for the supportive stuff. Really nice condemn by Hansama. This means just Mikix is one-shot. Obviously he has 6 out of XQ dice. Obviously, the issue that Rogue has is that their inhibitors are, you know, they keep getting destroyed, so it's really hard for them to move out of the base.
The rest of Rogues instantly collapse.
Wunder going to trade, going to go on Renekton. He's actually just fucking one-shotting this crocodile. And now TP off, Azir comes in. Ooh, Larson again predicted the Wunder slash. Again it happened, 2nd time in a row. That's super nice to see. Yeah, there's a lot of vision score and supports, 161 versus 140 now. Giving Elder to a team pretty much ends the game here. Now G2 is going to start the Elder Dragon, and Rogue is going to try to fight it now. Do note, Inspired does have flash. This might come down to a 50-50. Nice spear by Young, because this is why we draw full AP in Italy, so we can let a spear like this. Ooh, Inspired going so low HP. This is so scary now, because the Elder Dragon just goes to G2, and this just, now it just hurts Rogue so hard, because they can just execute the champions. This is the first that. Trimby going down. I think G2 is gonna look for Ant here, maybe in 20 seconds when Queen revives. I think this is probably GG. I think Elder probably finishes the game here. Now, Wunder is without Elder, but he at least gets the Baron buff, which is enough already to threaten the minions on the sideline and everything like this. So we're gonna see a 1v1 formation coming in from G2. They're going to siege with Baron buff. It's gonna make it super difficult for Rogue to answer. They also have Elder threat. So, not sure what the plan is. And their inhibitors are gonna pop really fast here. And then when 6 stacks of super minions come in every wave, even though Rogue can clear it with like Azir and stuff, with the Baron buff and everything, I mean, Rogue Hansama just gets one shot. I mean, there's nothing Rogue can do anymore. I mean, Elder just finishes the game pretty much. There's nothing Rogue can do. Reckless cannot QSS the Lilia sleep, but it does not matter. Larsen trying his best. That does not matter either. Chimb is also gonna die eventually, and just like this, it's finally GG. That was a fucking long game. It's crazy. Actually crazy. It went to 7 Jakes, man. It went to 7 Jakes.